Hello guys, welcome back to Immersive Sports Science content, not commentary, sports science, not bro science. And in this video we're going to be reviewing YouTube premium show, The Best Shape of My Life. And as always, we go deep on the science. The YouTube premium documentary series, Will Smith, The Best Shape of My Life, or really the subtitle of it is How to Lose 20 Pounds in 20 Weeks. It's a part exploratory documentary, part shoot and film look at Will Smith's life, where he aims to lose 20 pounds in 20 weeks, but also to finish off his memoirs by the deadline date. It also gives us an interesting look at the workouts he did, as well as the experts who helped him along the way to losing that weight, which both his fitness and health, but also his memoirs were set back after he filmed King Richard, which required him to put weight on because of the COVID pandemic and him just not being motivated. Now, he didn't get this setback because he was attacked by killer robots or by aliens. The disclaimers of the show were really good. They went into the depth to explain who this program is for, because not everyone will benefit from this program. This program isn't designed for people with EDs, for instance. It's designed for someone to lose weight. Everyone can potentially lose weight from this program in the way that they've designed it. Some people will need to go and see a doctor before they can partake in exercise. Now, some people may get triggered by this information. Well, quite frankly, and if that's the case, this show is not for you. Now, for the vast majority of people watching this show, they're not going to need to see a doctor, and this is not going to matter whatsoever.
I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 20 weeks. Let us begin.
The most common problem people have when setting goals for fitness is that they often have their goals that are unrealistic. It has to be realistic to you and yourself. 20 pounds in 20 weeks, that's £1 a week, does seem highly realistic, but then it also depends on what you're doing to lose that weight, as well as your previous fitness history and your motivation to actually do the work needed. Demotivation is actually quite a huge problem. People becoming demotivated with the exercise, especially when they're not hitting their target goals or weight or whatever that target may be. The best way to do is as the show described it. Instead of looking at the wall, we're going to focus all our efforts on the bricks that make up the wall until eventually we are the wall itself. By breaking it down into manageable chunks rather than just staring at the wall, you give the individual greater control over their own fitness and health, as well as it seeming to be more attainable.
I'm comfortable with me. I am me.
Having acceptance of your situation is the first step in order to help you reach a healthier state. If we do not accept where we are, we do not have control over our actions, and we're potentially making the actions, well, or we make it seem like, oh, it's happening to them, why is it not happening to me? By having control of your situation, you may potentially have more efficacy. This acts as a barrier of protection, a psychological barrier, helping one to lose weight and reach a healthier state. And if something does go wrong, there is a potential that you end up beating yourself up. But you have that mental fortitude, the resilience to help get over potential trouble.
But honestly, it was like the more time I had, the harder I found it to write. Tragedy. That's right about 220. I mean, 218 is like just short of 219.
218.
Oh, damn, hold on. It wasn't clicking. Oh, damn. Me, I'm a performer, so the cameras act like my sponsor. They keep me accountable. When I know the world is gonna see it, it's like the greatest peer pressure there is.
Bringing the cameras in is a double-edged sword. I do sometimes wonder if for Will, they allow him to perform, to be funny, and that deflects from his embarrassment.
When we can joke about something, our pain, our problems, our tragedies, it makes us feel that maybe they're not so bad. Did a movie I started before COVID, where I played Richard Williams, who is Venus and Serena's father. The character required that I put weight on, you know, the thicky woo.
Quite often, actors will need to lose weight or gain weight quickly for a specific role in order to meet the demands of the actual character they are playing. Sometimes this is done through not so healthy means, in order to bulk up or in order to starve themselves or fast themselves severely in order to meet the role they play. Now, there is a lot of software available to the budding filmmaker in order to make that person appear larger or smaller. However, it's a lot easier for the producer and director if the actual actor is already at that weight.
COVID made the weight more than the role called for.
2020 had a massive impact upon the health and weight of the world, with more people becoming inactive, sitting at home, not necessarily engaging in physical activity. This impact meant that people's weight lines got larger. And this also has an impact because COVID itself likes people with larger bodies. It is a comorbidity in itself, mainly due to inflammation. And the increased inflammation has an impact upon the heart. It crushes the heart, restricts the airways and breathing, but also makes your body harder potentially to fight the virus. Now, there is some new research to come out that has not been peer reviewed yet, and we need more evidence in order to suggest this, but it can also potentially impact those with more fat cells.
Our goal is to lose around £1 pound a week. With a new diet, a new exercise program, that method is the most sustainable.
Now, it's a key thing they mentioned,
So the basic framework is we'll do 2 days of resistance training, then we'll take off, and then we go back on 2 days. Will's a big fan of doing cardio first thing in the morning.
Yeah, this is horrible. So, but it's not about taste, no.
For most people, or quite a lot of people, they end up coming up with a training program that isn't sustainable and they cannot do, or they have a nutritional plan that they cannot achieve. And now, if you don't have a sustainable program that is also realistic, so can you actually achieve these? Can you actually reach this goal weight, or is this just a pipe dream? The novelty after a while will wear off and they will get bored of it. And what happens when people get bored? Well, they either drop the PT or they drop training completely. And you also, as a person paying for the personal training, you need to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, you will not continue with it. Or money is not necessarily a motivating factor for some. As a PT, or any PT will be able to tell you that people will pay for stuff and then just not bother to redeem it. And it's not necessarily the super rich cases. Yes, there are gyms where you pay ridiculous amounts, like Equinox or some of these big time city gyms, where money isn't necessarily the problem in their case. It's open wallet, pay, close wallet. So money isn't necessarily a motivating factor. You need other things to be able to push along. As a personal trainer, you need more than just knowledge. Yes, the knowledge is key. You need more than just looking good, topless. You have to have human skills, and you got to have the good scientific knowledge.
5:15, wake up, weigh in, run.
Then come back, right down.
Then I'm into the bag.
The first workout.
And a second workout.
Nope. Do a finisher just to blow it out.
Then I've been doing the writing session. I get it, Luke's done.
It's 4:27 a.m. You went for a run.
I went for a run.
At 3 a.m.?
At 3 a.m. I've been doing this stupid crap. I don't care what I weigh today.
If your whole goal is losing weight and to meet a target weight, if you don't care about your weight, then what's the point doing it? Doesn't matter how strong you are, thoughts and opinions of others can potentially impact your motivation and desire to want to train. It's about getting a positive environment around you. Not exactly what you want to hear, but what exactly you need to hear. And social media in itself democratizes opinion. Everyone's entitled to opinion, but not all opinion is valid.
Mr. Stewart, if you don't like it, you're perfectly entitled to your view. I couldn't give a flying flamingo what your view is. Thank you very much indeed.
16 weeks, right? So that's supposed to be roughly 205. I'm not gonna be 205. And the thing that I'm trying to do also is to not tap into my old mindset, because I can do anything when I, tap into that soldier.
Right. So it's not about the
Yeah.
harsh energy. It's
Your
more
harsh,
about
a more sustainable mindset. The journey itself teaches you everything you need
The
to know.
production was a bit over the top and contrived in areas to generate an artificial yet cheesy drama.
I've spent a lot of years worried about people's perception of me. When people think I'm like a certain way or a certain thing, and I'm comfortable with me. I am me. I think, I don't want to do any of this. I'm finished with the best shape of my life.
Something that the documentary probably didn't need. It's in similar vein to Kitchen Nightmares USA. It was highly cinematic and often changed its looks depending on the situation. However, therefore, we got little consistency from scene to scene. There was a simple use of animation and graphics when describing the workouts and the exercises used. This contrasted to a different style of animation used in order to show Will Smith's more personal matters in Will's life. The exploratory yet vernacular form hybrid documentary style, almost in the vein of Tiger King, really hits home the outlook, like an individual looking into a window at somebody else's life, or like a peeping Tom. But the voice of God, i.e. Will Smith, and the expert helps to drum home his personality, which just oozes off the screen, but also offers a cohesive storyline, something that people want more of nowadays in their documentaries, or from my own opinion anyway. It also gives us a greater understanding of the practicality of why he is doing something. If we see the expert who's come up with this plan for him in his eating, his nutrition, his lifestyle, his timings, but also his exercise, why he's doing it. It's specifically important for Will Smith. I thought this documentary was okay, but that is irrelevant, what I think. Will Smith seeks to lose weight after gaining for a film role and Lockdown 15. The documentary was over the top and contrived in sections, yet felt really real and off the cuff in others. It was highly cinematic and it felt different. But just because something is cinematic does not mean that it's not real. It can be real, it's just how it looks. It gave an awesome insight into the mindset of losing weight to meet a goal, as well as the mental pressures of losing body mass. There was also interviews with experts who helped to clarify why they were doing things and what was the importance to Will Smith in order to help improve him both being more productive, but also helping him reach his target weight. All in all, I give Will Smith, The Best Shape of My Life, How to Lose 20 Pounds in 20 Weeks, a KSA score of...
I'm gonna lose 20 pounds in 20 weeks. Let us begin. I don't care what I weigh. I can do better than that. You are killing me.
God damn it!
What's going on right now, Will?
I don't want to do any of this.